Hello folks, hi. Today we're going to be playing with the Faerie Realm. I was minding my business and they kind of came through because we're going to be working with them later in the private money mastermind, and they had more of a collective message that they wanted to share today as well. So that is exactly what we are going to be doing. So with the fairies, if you guys are unfamiliar with the Faerie Realm, the Faerie Realm is connected to the realm of elemental. So it's very earthy. It's connected to the earth. It's connected to maintaining the earth, maintaining, they're showing me like our forest and forestry and gardens and things like that. So how it works is they typically vibrate in a fourth dimensional frequency and above. So they vibrate out of the spectrum of the normal human eye, and that frequency is really magic. So whenever I tap into the fairy frequency, they come through very magical, very playful. This is why even sometimes they're giving me, like in movies, they can be depicted as like very mischievous. And so for some of you, if you are new to the concept of fairies being a real thing or dragons being a real thing, this is what they are inviting us to step into today, which is expanding your awareness, expanding your consciousness. It's expanding the way that you experience reality. Whatever you are experiencing in the 3D physical, that is just, they're saying, a teeny tiny portion of what is actually vibrationally available. So different, we call them interdimensional beings, right? Because they exist in multiple dimensions simultaneously. Different interdimensional beings, they're all here. They're just vibrating at different frequencies. So based on your level of awareness, based on your level of consciousness and your own frequency, that will enable you to either perceive them or not perceive them. If you are here, they're saying they are coming into your awareness because you are at a frequency and a level of consciousness now to where you can start to open yourself up to all of these different realities, all of these different experiences. And they're leading with this concept of imagination. Everything that we experience in the physical is nothing more than God's imagination materialized, than your own imagination as a creator materialized. So when people say, oh, like magic is not real, or these beings, like they're, these beings couldn't possibly exist and it's all like a fairy tale, and they're saying, we are getting you to bend your perception of reality to see that everything in life is a fairy tale, to a different civilization and a different being who's existing in a totally different reality, in a totally different universe even, would see you as something that is impossible, right? Would see the concept of a human as something that doesn't make sense. But you have to understand that within the vastness of Source's consciousness, it is experiencing itself in so many different infinite expressions and versions, right? This includes our fairy realm, this includes our dragon realm, and so many other beings, right, that we are not even aware of. And so when it comes to activating more magic in your life, which is what they want to help us do today, it's all about, they're saying, seeing reality through the lens of your inner child will allow you to recognize that this is just a playground of infinite possibility. But to the wounded adult, reality can feel like responsibility, right? It feels like a task. It feels mundane. It feels like everyday things are happening in a very similar nature that doesn't allow you to experience the full vastness of what this experience actually is. And so you guys, please feel free to drop in any questions. And so I think Instagram is doing like something weird right now with visibility and stuff like that. But nonetheless, everybody who's here, you are getting these fairy codes. So activating more magic in your life, as they were saying, is operating through this lens of your inner child. Your inner child is born so free and so unlimited and just wants to play. So what they're doing right now is they're asking us to look at areas in our life, and it feels like particularly they're zooming in on whatever it is that you're doing for work, and ask yourself, where am I taking this seriously? This is really where most humans, yes, fairy alignment, exactly. This is really where most humans start to distort their reality, and it's deeply connected to, because we're operating in the physical and our work is typically the main channel through which we receive money. It then becomes distorted, right? It then becomes serious. It then becomes something that doesn't feel like play. So where in your work, your job, your career, your business, are you not allowing yourself to be playful? I just wrote a song about being a fairy, and they said, LOL, we helped you with that. That's so funny. Wherever you are not allowing yourself to be playful is where you are not remembering that you are God. Because when you truly remember that you are God, there is nothing that is actually serious going on here. So what they're doing right now, they're pulling me into this creation story. They want me to talk about the beginning of, technically there is no beginning, but just for, we're human words that we're working with, they're saying, the beginning of source was infinite creator becoming aware of self, and from that point of awareness deciding, I know that I am everything, hence these two words, I am. This is the starting point of all creation, I am. But after the realization of I am, then comes the question naturally, well, what am I? Who am I? What do I have the capacity to create? So reality is nothing more than an exploration and an experiment that Source is infinitely expanding through. And Source is doing that through us. And so when you interact with your reality in that way, understanding that you are Source playing a game with yourself. You are the eternal child of light playing this game of creation, this game of invention, this game of innovation. You are consciousness seeking to expand itself. That is fun. That is the joy of life. That is happiness of life. That is why we are here, to come to the next idea and conclusion of what is possible, what's next for you. So for some of you, they're kind of bringing this back down to earth because their frequency is like really playful right now. If you are, let's say you're someone who is in a 9-to-5, and your human mind, your human self is not allowing you to see how that could possibly be fun. They're talking about separating yourself from like maybe the task or the title and what it is that you believe yourself to be doing, and you have to find the small things. Even if it's the highlight of this work is that I get to interact with my coworkers and like have this playful banter. If you focus on that one aspect of that experience being the playful thing, that playfulness, that frequency can expand. It can allow you to not feel chained and shackled down in the density, in the lower vibration. Find the points and the places in your daily life, in your work, no matter how practical it is, and allow yourself to feel into the playfulness. They're shifting into those of you who are creatives and artists and like myself, business owners, where sometimes when we have deadlines or when we have people who are expecting things from us, whether that's clients or whether that is if you have a boss or somebody who's expecting something from you, and that takes away from the artistry, it takes away from the creativity, it takes away from you just being in this fun flow. You have to consciously find ways to make sure that it always comes back to the play. Because we are in this physical reality, there is a balance, right? There will be a level of responsibility. There will be a level of obligation or duty, but you have to work playfulness into the schedule. And this is going to look different for each of us. So for me, I am a business owner, I am a spiritual teacher, I am a healer, but what most people also don't know about me is I am an artist. I'm working on creating music, like embedding light codes in music. I'm very creative with like graphic design and colors, and that's another element of how I make my business fun for me and allow my inner child to just play in the creativity, right? The creativity of all of it. So where are you blocking creativity from your life, and where are you telling yourself, this one is really important, that I cannot have fun because I can't have fun, maybe because there's this deadline, or there are bills, or there are expectations and obligations, or they're talking about, if you guys are content creators, where have you started to believe that this content creation is so serious and is the key to all of your success? Maybe it's a piece of your success, but in you approaching it from this place of being serious, you are weighing down the vibration, dear one. You are not allowing yourself to be the child. You are not allowing yourself to grow through the play, the pleasure, the joy, the laughter. You have to have fun with it. So there's some very light language for you guys coming through. And what they're going to be doing is working in your third eye. They're going to be giving you this fairy frequency third eye activation that will help you detach from the physical. Because when we are operating in our wounded adult, or in our 3D identity, reality feels real. It feels like this is a real thing, and it is very serious. And they just want to help us reinvoke the magic and even the whimsicalness of being here. But before that can happen, you have to reconnect to the God self that is just eternally here having fun. Okay, so you guys can relax, and fairy light language always comes through a bit interesting. So I'm interested to see what tonal frequencies and things they're going to be using today. You are living in a dream, they're saying. You are a dream within the consciousness of the one infinite creator. The creator dreamed you up. You were an idea. And because you were an idea, the creator then materialize the idea of you into the physical. Shukoteri shikoteri mikoteri shukuwana ika ikate oko shukoteri mahaka ikote shukoteri shukoteri shukotra daraka iko ika yeskoti oyakati yeshwaiki korikapwa yakati yesakatri shikatri lari shikati skotu sukutu yeshkotra tatataka ikate yeskoti yeshkotri yurokoto sukutu yusukuti yeshkatu yakati. And what you guys should feel also is some joy codes activating. Like you should just be feeling that inner child come back to life. Feeling this inner child inside, ready to witness your reality and perceive your reality from this new point of awareness that all is a dream, all is a game, all is expanding, all is available, all is here now for you to play in. And they're saying we're just sprinkling a little bit of fairy dust through your crown chakra, dropping that pure frequency of love and just this rainbow crystalline ray down into the third eye, illuminating your pineal gland, allowing you to see through the veil of what you have been believing to be your life, that is permanent, that is fixed, that you are stuck in. You are not stuck. You have never been stuck. You just forgot how to dream. You forgot how to use your imagination. And your highest timeline is one visualization away, is one point within your imagination away. It is all here. It is all available. So that is it for today, guys. Thank you.